You know what? It's an honor, as all the other speakers have said. And Dr. Seward, that was fantastic. I love your humility and your knowledge. And just love that you've been here so long. Dr. Seward, Dr. Juan Felix, just so humble, and what great business tips to work from your heart and not worry about what's happening in your business, for you personally, but what's happening for your team. And congratulations. I knew you'd take the money. I'm glad you did. And Sarah Harding, wow, she is one of the up and coming runners in this company. And I'm so proud to know her. I'm so proud to learn from her. One of the things I know is being a lifelong student absolutely serves me. And Sarah's a lifelong student, as are the other people that presented today, and many, many, many of you out there too. So anyway, thank you for having me. One of the things, I think my number one business tip, I mean, I'm nervous too. My stomach's in a knot, and I spilled something on my blouse. So it never changes. I'm not kidding. It never, ever changes. But the prayer that I have when I start is I just hope that I can inspire one person to take action. And if I'm able to do that, then I know that I've won that day. And so whenever you get up to share, whenever you make a move to share with somebody, if you'll have that one little prayer, just help me to find a way. I knew something. That's my dishwasher. Hold on. I knew that something would happen, but just have that little prayer of being able to inspire somebody and find that common ground. Because as Dr. Felix said, it is not about you. It is about the person sitting in front of you. It's about the person online with you. It's about making a friend and finding their pain. What isn't working in their life right now that you might be able to solve? You might be able to help them solve the problem, but you will never know what the problem is if you don't ask the right questions and listen actively. So I love what Sarah said, have more conversations. Have more conversations. It's not just about contacts. I can't tell you how many people, Sioux Falls was a hotbed for a while. I made 9 trips to Sioux Falls. Dr. Skip Campbell has a group over there with Cassie Teal, and that place was crazy. I mean, we would do meetings and 400 people were in the room. It was just nuts. And I still to this day say that I could go to Sioux Falls and build a Pro 10 business from all the ABC primetime video orphans, because people got the videos, right? They're orphans. They got the video, but nobody followed up with them. So it's about the follow-up, more conversations, more conversations. Most people are not going to say yes right now. There's a book out there called The One Thing, and I will show you. I think it's by a guy called Gary Keller, and I can share a screen in a little bit and show you, but there's a book called The One Thing, and what's the one thing that you can do that by doing it makes everything else easier or unnecessary? What is the one thing? And I would urge you, when you get off the call, to ask yourself, what is the one thing that I can do that would make everything easier or unnecessary? And I think about myself, one of the one things that I can do is get to bed earlier, like get to bed by 10 o'clock. If I can get to bed by 10 o'clock, then I can make sure that I'm rested for the next day. I will get up in the morning. I will write down my goals. I will be more focused. I will walk my dog, and I'll get home and get everything done and get myself in line to have a more productive day. Maybe the one thing that you can do is turn off the television after 7 p.m. I mean, I don't even have a television, but maybe that's the one thing that you can do. Maybe the one thing that you can do is have more conversations and set an exact number of conversations that you're going to have every single week, no matter what. And maybe a conversation is anything that lasts over 5 minutes. But you guys, that one thing, read the book, It Changed My Life. What's the one thing? Because when you master that one thing, then you could do the next one thing. And I think that's so important, is we need clarity to be able to go forward and be effective and execute properly. So anyway, I want to share the one thing that I want you to remember today, and all I have to do, the one thing I've got to do is be able to share my screen. And I think I'm doing it. So I hope you can see this chart. You guys, this is something, take a screenshot of it. You know, Sarah could make it beautiful in 30 seconds. I guess it already is beautiful, but I don't know how to share it with all of you. But look at this chart. You guys, think about the conversation that you could have with just about anybody today that's having any financial crunch at all, which is probably almost everyone. In fact, this 15th, I was just astounded at how, I've been here 10 years now, and I've been in the industry since 1993. And I can honestly tell you with a surety, I never, ever, 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 ever expected to receive paychecks like I do on the 15th. I'm just telling you, I didn't. But on the 15th, I was so in gratitude. And I do think about who are the people that I'm inspired. It gets dropped into the top of my crown, and I know who to help. And what a blessing to be able to do so. And anyway, look at this. Pro 2, Pro 3, Pro 4, Pro 5, Pro 6. We're not even talking about the elite ranks and the master ranks. Look at this, at 2,500, if you look at the Pro 2, 2,500 in volume all the way up to 5,000 when you're a Pro 3, the average monthly income, 242. Michelle Lorenz, I know, is on the call right now, and she's the one that made this beautiful for me. Thank you, Michelle. I went back and looked for it. 242 average monthly income, average annual, just about $3,000. Look at what's the one thing that you can add to your business that by doing it will make everything else easier or maybe even unnecessary, right? This would be the top-down approach to building your business. Business first, then products. A lot of times we start with the products to meet people where they are. But why not? My biggest line is to say, if you can fall in love with these products, let me show you this table. Look at Pro 3, 5,000, right, to 998, 9999. 626 a month. Look what happens at Pro 4, 17.9 annually. Bank, right? Especially right now. But look what happens at Pro 5, Pro 6. You guys, to me, this is a tool worth talking about. It's incredible. So sometimes there can be one thing that can be shared that by sharing it, it literally can change your business. So this is the book that I'm talking about. The one thing, it is indeed Gary Keller. The one thing, the surprisingly simple truth behind extraordinary results. We want to make this simple. We have complicated it over the years. We want to hone it down and simplify it. So the last thing I want to talk about, first was the one thing, second thing was the chart, right? This table that I hope will help you. Thank you, Michelle Lorenz, for making that for me. The last thing is, you guys, we have an annual convention coming up. And, I'm bummed that I'm not going to get to hug each and every one of you. I would do it. I'm not scared. I'm not sick. I'm healthy. I know what to do to take care of myself, right? We all do. But I'm really bummed we're not getting together. However, one of the challenges in getting together physically is that if you have new distributors and people that maybe aren't at Pro 3, Pro 4, Pro 5 yet, it is a challenge economically, right? And people have families. I mean, we are all yearning to work from home. We've got families and animals and obligations and things called jobs and stuff. People don't have to leave their homes. But here's the thing. This is all about promotion, you guys. You start now. I remember my first party. Dave, I'll be done really soon, but I think this is really powerful. I remember my first party in network marketing. Well, in one of my companies, Southern Living at Home. Home decor items, and I can't decorate my way out of a paper bag, but I'll tell you what, I was excited about making money every time a woman went out and shared some products. And I was fired up to do my first meeting. And my friend to me said, if you want 60 people, Carrie, or if you want 15 people in your house, you got to invite 60. And I said to her, listen, Vicki, if I invite 60, I'm going to have 80. And she's like, no. That's just not the way it works. If you want to have 15 people in your house, you've got to invite 60. And I said, I'm telling you, I got friends everywhere. And when I have a party, they come. And if I invite 15, I'm going to have 60. Well, I followed the rules. I did it. And I'm telling you, I had like 85 people in my house. Why? because I got passion, enthusiasm, and consistency, and I got strategy. And I would say to people, listen, I'm so excited. I'm having this thing at my house. Now, in this case, it's going to be Zoom, right? In this case, it's going to be the convention. I am so excited. I invited Lisa from the tennis team, and she's coming. Teresa from the tennis team is coming. I had no idea if Lisa and Teresa are coming, but I figured they would. We're all going to be at my house. You have to come. And I just was passionate and consistent. So even right now is the time to say to people, save the date. Save the date. Remember, I've been telling you about this incredible business that is spinning some leveraged income for me. And I know you want to know about it. And listen, it's not today, it's not tomorrow, it's October. Save the date, save the date, save the date. And then have a system of drippage, right? Next month, oh my gosh, I hope you have it on your calendar. Please put it on your calendar. I used to say, remember my party, I'm expecting you guys, you got to get here early. I'm going to save you a seat, but I'm telling you, parking is going to be crazy. My boys are parking people over at the school. You're generating fire, enthusiasm. And you know what? There's a charge. Make them pay, or have them into your home if you're not scared. Have them into your home. You want to create an event and confirm. The day of that first party, I started at 7 o'clock in the morning. Today's the day. You got to be here. So excited. This one's going to be here. This one's going to be here. We're all looking forward to seeing you. I'm going to save you a seat in the front. You better tell me if you're not going to make it. You've got to be there. You got to be there. And my house, don't be late or I'm locking the door. My house was teeming with people. You want your people. Nothing is worse than being in an event and you're like, oh my gosh, if I had had this person, they would have heard Dr. Juan Felix today. If I had had someone on this call, they would have heard Sarah Harding, Crunchy Super Mom. Oh my gosh, they missed it. Oh my gosh, if I had had my friend on the call, I could have definitely gotten that doggone pet tandem. Dr. Lee Seward was so knowledgeable, and I blew it. I didn't promote. Don't wait till after. You have to do it up front. It's got to be done up front. All of the work is done up front, and then you'll be kicking back, right, at the virtual convention, looking at all the people that you invited. You worked so hard for months, and you are going to enjoy the fruits of your efforts and see those numbers roll because you did the work up front. It's not after, it's up front. Most people come to the convention, get all inspired, all crazy, go home, freak everybody out because they're too nuts. Start 6 months early, 5 months early, 4 months early. Well, here we are, July, August, September, October. 3 months early, 2 months early, 10 days, 9 days, 8 days, big countdown. You guys, we should have thousands, like between 5 and 10,000 people easily at this convention. The most important convention we've ever had. This is a new normal, you guys. It's a new normal. People are building from home. They're looking for options. What's the one thing that you can do right now that makes everything else easier or unnecessary? Build to convention. And remember the flip the switch promotion. If you get the bonus, whichever it is in July, and you hold it again, you get it again. So don't forget about flip the switch. And thank you for having me. Best to all of you. Have a fabulous day and start talking about convention ahora, right now, ahora mismo.